Hello everyone. Today I am going to give you a quick overview of diabetic retinopathy in MATLAB. So there is a code written for diabetic retinopathy in MATLAB. We have two files. One is for testing and another is for training the dataset. So before let's first run this code and try to understand the output. Let's click on run. First we will train our dataset, so let's run this main program.m file. Let's hit on enter. We need to change the folder and then run like this. Oh, you can see it is reading the images and extracting its features. Okay, so it is doing. It is reading the images and extracting the features as well. Okay. So our training is completed. Okay. We can see our training is completed. It is showing validation stop. So we can see in our neural network training GUI, in this window we can see that epoch has 6 iterations and the time took for training is 3 seconds and the performance is 0.104 and the gradient is 0.0308 and the validation checks are 6. Now let's plot the performance. We need to click on performance to plot the performance of this neural network training. So in the plot we can see in the x-axis it has 6 epochs and y-axis it is showing mean squared error MSE, that is from 10 raised to power minus 3 to 10 raised to power 0, and the blue line is showing the training line and the red line is for test and the green line is for validation. So it is plotting correspondingly. Now we can see it is showing that the batch validation performance is 0.15938 at epoch 0. See here. Here is the best performance. Now let's plot the training state. So this is the training state. We are plotting gradient. We are getting the gradient 0.03084 at epoch 6 and the mu is 0.001 at epoch 6 and the validation fields are 6. Validation checks are 6 at epoch 6. You can see here as well. Now let's plot the regression. This is opening regression plot. This is our regression plot. At the top left we are getting the output approx to 0.0081 into target plus 0.81, and top right, at the top right we are getting 0.0023 into target plus 0.81, and at the bottom left we are getting the output 0.0079 into target plus 0.81, and at the last we are getting 0.0067 into target plus 0.81. So first trainings are 0.5073 and the validations are 0.12056, tests are 0.62517 and the R is 0.4451. So that was the regression. This was the output. But before moving further, we need to understand what these images are. So, and what is diabetic retinopathy? So let's first understand what diabetic retinopathy is. So diabetic retinopathy is also known as diabetic eye disease. This is basically a medical condition in which damage occurs to the retina due to a diabetes mellitus. It is leading cause of blindness. So here you can see the diabetic retinopathy fundus image. It is basically images of fundus showing scatter laser surgery for diabetic retinopathy. So basically what diabetic retinopathy does, it affects up to 80% of those who have diabetes for 20 years or more. At least 90% of new cases could be reduced with proper treatment and monitoring of the eyes. Let me tell you, in layman language, people with diabetes can have eye disease called diabetic retinopathy. This is when high blood sugar levels cause damage to blood vessels in the retina. When there is a high blood sugar level, then it causes damage to blood vessels and in the retina. Then these blood vessels can swell and leak, or they can close, stopping blood from passing through. Sometimes abnormal new blood vessels grow on the retina. All of these changes can steal your vision. Here you can see the stages of diabetic eye disease. Here, this is the normal retina and this is the retina showing signs of diabetic retinopathy. This is basically a post retina, diabetic retinopathy post retina, and this is the normal retina. This is the difference. So in our code we have made a data set. Let me show you the data set. This is basically the data set. This is the two images and this is the data set. In this data set I have uploaded some normal retina images and diabetic retinopathy post images to train our data set. You can see these images. You see these images. Okay, so this is the images. I have uploaded around 30 images, and the larger the data set, the more accurate the results. So if you want to modify, you can upload more number of images if you want higher accuracy. So now this is the figures of the diabetic retinopathy post figure 1, retina figure 1. Now let's move to the testing code. Now run the testing code. It is leading us to a database, so let's upload one. Okay, so it is giving us the diabetic retinopathy cost images and giving us the exudate. If you see the command window, okay, if you see, it is giving us the exudate 6.511A. But now you will ask what exudate is. So let me tell you, exudate is basically a mass of cells and fluid that has seeped out of blood vessels or an organ, especially in inflammation. So let me tell you what it is. Okay, so you can see here, it is basically a fluid emitted by an organism through pores or a wound a process known as exuding. So exudate is derived from exude to ooze from the Latin exuder, out like sweat. So this is exudate, and after testing it is giving us 6.5118 and this figure of the diabetic retinopathy post retina. Now, so this is how it does diabetic retinopathy. Now, if you see when we run main program, then we were getting Hambrace something. We were getting Hambrace 3 and 30. So you will ask me what Hambrace is. So let me tell you, Hambrace is basically an escape of blood from a ruptured blood vessel. So you can see here, hemorrhage is basically maybe external and visible on the outside of the body, or internal when there is no sign of bleeding outside the body. So bleeding from a cut on the face is an external hemorrhage. Bleeding into the spleen or liver are example of internal hemorrhage. So this is the hemorrhage. Now let's come to the implementation part. How we run this code, how we implement this code. So in this we have first basically loaded the directory, that was the database. Then we have implemented the function struct to cell of the into the directory. Then we have implemented the wait bar to load the database one by one. Then we were using IAMCrop function in the images. What this function this function basically creates an interactive crop image tool associated with the image displayed in the current figure. So this function basically display the image in a figure window and creates an interactive crop image tool associated with the image. The image can be a grayscale image, or true color image, or can be a logical array. After that we are subplotting the figures. Then we are showing it by using IAMShow function. Then we are converting the image to the binary by using IAM2BW function. Then we are subplotting it and showing it by using IAMShow function. That's how that's how this code was implemented. Now let's come to the for testing.m file. In this file we are first loading the net.mat file. Then we are reading the file name and path name by providing it here. Then we are using IAMCrop function. As you know, crop function displays the image in a figure window and creates an interactive crop image tool associated with the image. Then we are showing multiple images in a single window by using subplot function, and displaying the figures by using IAMShow function, and converting it into IAM2 binary image by using IAM2BW function, then showing it and displaying the and calculating the hemorrhage and displaying the hemorrhage. I have already tell you about the hemorrhage and exudate and displaying the exudate. That's how the code was implemented. That was the implementation part, and that's how the diabetic retinopathy code implemented. Thank you for watching.